A rock the size of Mount Everest hit Earth at 45,000 miles per hour. And in just 24 hours, it eliminated 75% of all life on the planet. But here's what recent NASA research reveals. They've found evidence that another one might already be heading our way. What I'm about to show you will change how you look at the night sky forever. And by the end of this video, you'll know the 3 warning signs that could mean we're next. Picture this. 66 million years ago, Earth was a tropical paradise. No ice caps. Palm trees grew at the North Pole. And dinosaurs, creatures so successful they'd ruled for 165 million years, dominated every continent. If you were standing in what's now Montana that morning, you'd see herds of triceratops stretching to the horizon. Massive tyrannosaurs stalking through forests so lush they make the Amazon look barren. These weren't just big animals, they were living titans. A single T-Rex tooth was the size of a banana. A Diplodocus heart pumped 500 gallons of blood with each beat. But at the moment of impact, something appeared in the sky that would end their reign in less time than it takes you to watch this video. Let's rewind. 2 million years earlier. In the frozen darkness beyond Neptune, a chunk of rock and metal, bigger than Manhattan, gets nudged by Jupiter's massive gravity. For 2 million years, it falls toward the inner solar system, picking up speed. Past Pluto, past Jupiter, past Mars. Earth doesn't even exist on its radar yet. Here's what's chilling. Recent computer simulations show this asteroid had a 1 in 10 million chance of hitting Earth. But here's what makes scientists lose sleep. Those are actually pretty good odds in cosmic terms. Think about it like this. You're more likely to win the lottery 6 times in a row than Earth was to get hit by that asteroid. But it happened anyway. And the scary part? NASA has identified 2,300 potentially hazardous asteroids in our neighborhood right now. But what happened next is where the story gets truly terrifying. Because the impact itself wasn't even the worst part. If you were a pteranodon soaring above the Gulf of Mexico, you'd see a streak of fire pierce the sky, brighter than the sun. The asteroid hit with the force of 10 billion atomic bombs, going off every second for 10 seconds straight. The crater it created was 12 miles deep. Deep enough to bury Mount Everest with room to spare. But here's what most people don't understand. The impact was just the first domino. Within 1 minute, molten rock was raining down across North America. Within 1 hour, tsunamis 300 feet tall were racing across the Atlantic. Within 6 hours, the entire planet was on fire. Almost every land animal larger than a house cat was doomed. Every single one. And this is where the story takes a terrifying twist. Because what eliminated the dinosaurs wasn't the impact. It wasn't even the fires or the tsunamis. It was something far worse. Within 24 hours, so much debris was blasted into the atmosphere that the sun disappeared. Picture the darkest night you've ever experienced, then make it 100 times darker. That was midday on Earth. First, global temperatures may have briefly spiked to extremes, from falling debris heating the atmosphere like a giant oven. Then, they plummeted to well below freezing, and stayed there for months. Imagine summer in Death Valley, followed immediately by winter in Antarctica. Scientists can actually measure this catastrophe in the rocks. There's a thin black layer found all over the world, exactly at the point where dinosaur fossils disappear forever. It's like Earth's death certificate, written in stone. But here's what recent research revealed that changes the entire story. Some scientists think the asteroid may have come from the Oort cloud, though many still believe it came from the asteroid belt. And that means there are millions more just like it out there, waiting. Right now, as you're watching this video, asteroid 4660 Nereus, a rock about the size of the Eiffel Tower, travels through space at nearly 15,000 miles per hour. During one of its recent passes, it came within about 2.5 million miles of Earth. That sounds far, but in space terms, it's like a bullet missing your head by 2 inches. And there are 2,300 more asteroids like it that NASA considers potentially hazardous. But unlike the dinosaurs, we have one advantage. We can see them coming. NASA's DART mission just proved we can actually change an asteroid's path by slamming a spacecraft into it. But here's the terrifying truth. If another Chicxulub-sized asteroid was detected today, heading straight for Earth, even with our best technology, our chances of stopping it would be uncertain at best. Which raises the ultimate question. What would you do if NASA announced tomorrow that an impact asteroid would hit Earth in exactly 1 year? Scientists debate our options. Deflect it with multiple spacecraft, try to break it apart, or build underground shelters and hope for the best. But here's what they're not telling you. Some believe trying to fragment a giant asteroid might actually make things worse, turning one planet-threatening impact into thousands of city-threatening impacts. So here's my question for you. If you had to choose right now, would you try to deflect an impact asteroid, break it apart, or hide underground and wait it out? Let me know in the comments, because this might not be a hypothetical question much longer. And if this video made you look up at the night sky differently, hit that subscribe button, because next week, I'm revealing the 3 other extinction events that nearly eliminated all life on Earth, and why the next one might be starting right now.